eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cell, it is the advanced cell. The cell which have more improved than the prokaryotic cell. What is more improved? So more improved is nothing but the cell having definite nuclear membrane. It means the nuclear material, DNA, is surrounded by a definite membrane which separates from the cytoplasm. So such definite nuclear membrane is present. Such cell we have called as eukaryotic cell. The cell which has the definite nuclear membrane is called as a eukaryotic cell. It have membrane bound cell organelles. Cell organelles are little organs of the cell. Membrane bound cell organelles mean those cell organelles which are bounded by the plasma membrane, which is bounded by the intracellular plasma membrane. So here such cell organelle, membrane bound cell organelles are the mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus. Such a cell organs also present in the eukaryotic cell. Components of eukaryotic cell. This is the structure of eukaryotic cell we have seen here. The first is a cell wall. The outermost covering of the eukaryotic cell. Outermost covering of the eukaryotic cell is nothing but a cell wall. This is the rigid, tough, supporting, protective outermost covering. And this cell wall found in the eukaryotic cell, which type of eukaryotic cell? Here found in the algal cell, plant cell and some fungal cell. In such cells, cell wall is present, but it is absent in the animal cell. See algae, in case of algae, the cell wall cell wall is composed of the cellulose, galactans, mannans and minerals also present like the calcium carbonate. This is the composition of the cell wall in the algal cell. In plants, the chief or main component of cell wall is the cellulose. Apart from that, there may be the hemicellulose, pectin, lipids and proteins. Apart from that, different components also we have to observe in different types of cells. Like the silica we have to observe in the cell wall of grass tip, cutin in the cell wall of epidermal walls of land plants, and suberin in the cell wall of endodermal cell of roots. Function of cell wall. So cell wall perform two functions. As first is it gives a shape to the cell, and another one is it protects the cell from injury and infection. So this is two functions, providing the shape and protects from mechanical injury and infection. See here in plant cell, the cell wall show three layers. Cell wall show three layers as middle lamella, primary wall and secondary wall. Here middle lamella is thin and lies between adjacent cells. Outermost part of the cell wall thin and it present in between two neighbor cells, two adjacent cells. This is made up of pectin, calcium and magnesium pectin. This is the composition of the middle lamella. Primary wall just below or just behind the middle lamella. Primary wall is present. This primary wall of capable of growth in the young state. This is capable of growth, and we have to observe this primary wall in the masculine tissue, mesophyll and pith tissues. Secondary wall, it is present inner to the primary wall, and actually it is a thick layer, but thickness is not uniform, so it shows the pits. For another structure, we have to observe the plasma desmata. Plasma desmata we have to consider as a cytoplasmic breeze. It is a correction, cytoplasmic breeze in between two neighboring cells, adjacent cells. Another component is the cell wall. Cell membrane. Cell wall, first component. Another is cell membrane, also called as a plasma membrane. Cell membrane or plasma membrane is a thin quasi-fluid structure present extracellularly and intracellularly. Present extracellularly, which surrounds to the protoplasm, and present intracellularly, it covers to the cell organelles and it separates the cell organelles from cytosol. Thickness is 75 angstrom. This is considered as a trilaminar structure as it is made of three layers. three layers. The lipid two layers are the lipid arranged in bilayer. Two layers of lipids are present and single layer of protein. Thin tails sandwiched between heads. Actually here these molecules show such head, rounded head and two tails. So these two layers are there. This is the one layer of lipid molecule. This is another layer of lipid molecule. So these are the tails, two tails and one head. So these tails of lipid molecules are sandwiched in between the heads of lipid molecules of bilayer. Here the ratio of protein and carbohydrate, protein and lipid vary in different cells. Like in case of the RBC, the 52% protein we have observed and 40% lipid is present. The fluid mosaic model of the plasma membrane. This is the most acceptable model of the plasma membrane, which is proposed by the Singer and Nicholson in 1970. Here, the fluid mosaic model is just like proteins are icebergs in the sea of lipid. Here, proteins molecules just like the icebergs flows on the sea of lipid. Proteins are intrinsic and extrinsic. Actually, such bilayers are present. Some protein molecules are intrinsic. Intrinsic, it means it present in different depths inside the bilayer. Intrinsic. Extrinsic, they are present on surfaces, both the outer surface and the inner surface. On the both the surface, this is the extrinsic protein. Some proteins are perforated. This is called as a carrier protein. Such proteins are present. Intrinsic protein, extrinsic protein, surface protein. Extrinsic protein also called as surface protein and carrier protein which are perforated. Intrinsic protein present within the lipid bilayer in different types. Functions is that transport of molecules across it. The different molecules get transported from cell to outer region. So the transportation of these materials occurs to the cell membrane of the plasma membrane. It is selectively permeable membrane. It means it allows the selected material to enter inside the cell and it allows the selected material to go outside the cell. Hence it is called the selectively permeable membrane. Passive transport, here transportation of some material occurs without utilization of the energy. Easily they transport from through the plasma membrane without utilization of the energy. This is called the passive transport. While active transport, here some molecules are transport against the concentration gradient. They transport from low concentration to high concentration. This is against the concentration gradient. So they use the energy for its transportation and they use the energy in the form of ATP, and such a transportation is called as active transport. Sodium and potassium pump, the transport of sodium and potassium across the membrane is an example of active transport. It is utilized or it requires the energy. So this is about the plasma.